This Young Thug album, it's let me start off by saying yes, I am wearing a pink shirt. Pink is a manly color. Shut up. Also, I was initially going to do Rick Ross's album that he released the same day Trippie Redd's album released, which did very terrible. But yeah, the only reason why I didn't do it was because it was going to take too much of my space that I needed. So I didn't initially do it. Yeah, I would have done it, but didn't have enough storage and space. First things first, I really seem to enjoy Thugger's music throughout 2017 and the years because at first I didn't like the dude's music at all. I thought he was one of those quote unquote mumble rappers, as they say, and I just didn't enjoy anything I got from him, especially that one song with, I guess it was called Lifestyle with him, Birdman, and everybody else. 2017, I'm looking at Sacrifices from Drake featuring 2 Chainz and Young Thug, which I didn't bother checking out the features. I just went on because I really enjoyed that playlist from Drake. Heard like who was the one that actually was the last guy in the track. I was blown and shocked that it was Thugger on the track. He took the spot. He was absolutely my favorite on that track, and from there I checked back at the Barter Six, one album I trashed on that I didn't bother checking out, and I seemed to enjoy that project. That was good. And Slim Season 3, I believe it was called. I'm not so sure about the other ones, but the third one was definitely a banger. I liked that a lot. Now, this one, let me start off by saying the first half started off extremely slow. I didn't know what to do. Like, I honestly fell asleep through the first half. I fell asleep and the track was still going and I found myself asleep and I woke up hearing Baby Shark do 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 do. Start off easy because yeah, Thugger is not an artist I hate at all. I really admire the dude's work and what he has done in hip hop throughout the past few years. He's actually not as bad as what people mention or say, but yeah, this album kind of just reflect and kind of changed my mind a little bit of Thugger, making me realize maybe he isn't as good as the others. And I'm going to get trashed on for this review based on my opinion on how I really feel about it. But the production here was flawless. It's fantastic, and I love that J. Cole done his part on this one. But it's not just the production I was looking forward to. Yes, Thugger isn't really a lyricist, of course. I know that. I'm not looking forward to anything like him saying meaning shit, but see, at least makes sense in your songs. This album has its ups and downs when it comes to what you're mentioning and how you're mentioning it, but Thugger seems to do the exact opposite and stay away from that. Kind of stay away from the whole point of like, I guess this main topic. Where I'm coming from is just that the verses were absolute shit. Shuttered. It absolutely just shut down. And I really had to say it. Song Bad 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 would have been great if it wasn't so bad. I'm not even making a joke out of it. The chorus sucked. It was bad. And yeah, I mean, I guess it could be catchy to some people. That's fine and all, but it's just a perfect example of like Chopstick, how Travis Scott was the chorus of the whole track, and then Schoolboy did his part, and then you realize the song was shit when you first heard like the chorus of the track was Chopsticks. But yeah, I found myself lost in this album because there were so many features and so many artists I wasn't familiar with. I mean, I was, but I didn't bother checking out some of the music like Little Heat, I think that's his name, or Little Dirk. But yeah, I guess they were cool. Little Uzi was fine, but his part didn't really matter to me. Like, it's something I usually hear today, and It's just nothing new to me. I didn't really care for the track at all. It's just a track I would just skim through. I mean, yes, Lil Uzi there, but even he doesn't make the song good itself. Songs like Sup Mate, absolutely terrible. Then again, the song with Gunna absolutely blew my mind. Hot. That song was actually hot. Now, no, I'm not trying to make jokes, no pun intended. Despite the hate that Gunna is getting recently, I actually enjoy this track, and it's actually because of him. He actually made me like the track more, and the production fits perfect. It's actually what Gunna would usually do in a track, and that's what I exactly wanted. Everything else about this album completely just shuddered. The last half of the album, the second half, actually made me change my mind a little bit about it, but the first half, absolutely terrible. I don't care what nobody says. It's bad. I'm going to give Thugger a E for effort 4 out of 10. Although this album wasn't good, I'd say there are some tracks I deeply fell in love with, like the one with Gunna and one with 21 Savage, which was great as well. I actually love 21 Savage's verse. Otherwise, yeah, this year for hip hop seems like all the bad artists, if not, then just some, has been releasing the most unrecognizable and forgettable albums this year, such as Logic, Trippie Redd, Chance the Rapper, and now Thugger. I don't know what's gonna happen for the rest of 2019, but all I can really say is truthfully and meaningful that 2019 has been the most forgettable year in hip hop. I say that because most of our good rappers hasn't been releasing music or they're just shutting down from that. And also just that there are albums such as Igor and Bandana that still doesn't change the fact that all the other ones weren't bad because they were. Maxo Creed was is definitely my top five, but it's just that it's not as memorable to some people. You know, albums like Bandana and Igor is definitely well loved and well memorable. Everything else is just completely shuttered. It's like nothing is really there for people that seems like hip hop is not there anymore. But anyways, what do you guys think about this review? I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate from it, but fuck it, dude. Did this for you guys, the content, and yeah, peace.